For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 17 of the Chelsea career mode here on FIFA 18. We start with the game 3 days before, actually not 3 days, 2 days before Christmas, 3 days before the next game against Brighton, and someone's coming back from injury, and that is Luke Shaw, which is good news. Unfortunately, David Luiz still out injured for a considerable period with his broken ankle. We have Everton, Brighton and Stoke today, 3 games in the space of 5 days, but it is Christmas, it's to be expected, and then we will be into the January transfer window as of the beginning of the next episode. So, in today's video, I might as well cover this now. We are looking to replace Cesc Fabregas, who's started to drop stats and now actually, interestingly, has gone down in overall as well. Whether he leaves the club or not is remaining to be seen, but I definitely want to replace him in the starting 11. And I don't want to bring up someone like Bakayoko, because I want someone that's kind of more creative. I don't want Kante and Bakayoko in the holding midfielder. I'd like someone who's more of an all-rounder or someone that can is more attacking minded. So I have Kante holding. So I'm open to suggestions. Leave them in the comment section down below, and we will get to them as we move through the window. Obviously, Danny Drinkwater not really good enough to warrant starting. We do have Eden Hazard, who's now back from injury too, so I can throw him into the starting lineup. I'm actually put him on the bench first. I didn't want to put him there. I wanted to put him in instead of Charlie Musonda, but never mind. We'll put Danny Drinkwater in there. There we go. So the squad is very nearly back to full fitness. Rudiger, actually no, I want to take Rudiger out, don't I? No, Rudiger is playing because Andreas Christensen, there we go, yeah. Andreas Christensen and Kurt Zouma are going to be my back two for now, first team-wise. Then obviously when David Luiz comes back, Kurt Zouma will drop to the bench, but he will play alongside Antonio Rudiger in that holding role. But I'll put Rudiger on the bench anyway, so we've got an out-and-out centre-back there too. Yeah, we've been in all right form actually recently. We did drop off top of the table. We've gone back top again, and there was a miracle yesterday. I actually kept a clean sheet. Whether I can do that in any of today's 3 games, we'll have to wait and see. But we'll start with the away one at Everton. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. And let's jump in. Playing 5 at the back, Everton, a 5-2-1-2. Ross Barkley sat in that cam role behind Danny Welbeck and Sandro. Baba, the player that we sold to them, starts at left back, and they've got Joel Robles in goal. So strong enough, Everton starting 11. They haven't had the best of seasons, and we're hoping to maintain our lead at the top. So fingers crossed, we can get a decent result. Baba on the run. Oh, it's a nice ball into Sandro actually, and they're in a dangerous position here, Everton. Missed the tackle, and thankfully Rudiger gets the ball, not the man. Oh, and I get a goal kick as well. That was close, though. I needed to dive in there with Rudiger just to make sure he didn't get the shot off. Chalobah, rather unfortunate in his attempt to win the ball back. Nicely done by Charlie Musonda. Oh, but can't squeeze it through to Michi. Kennedy. There's Kylian Hazard. Good first touch. Keeps it away from James McCarthy well there. Let's use Zappacosta first, and I might come back central there to Michi, and we've done well, and that's a lovely ball, but James McCarthy, no, we've won it back. Get that across there to Kennedy, on his left foot, Kennedy to give us a 1-0 lead. So close, really not far away at all from Kennedy. 14 minutes in, our first proper chance on goal. Oh, just a whisker wide of that far post. Hazard, to Bakayoko, get back to Hazard, turn to Michi. These little 1-2s seem to be working, and Kylian Hazard's done brilliantly, and that shot was straight at the keeper in a very, very tame manner. That's annoying. Barkley in there to Sandro. Back to Schneidlin, through to Danny Welbeck. Oh, it's a big toe, but he's going to find Sandro. That was a really poor effort. He had more time and space than he realised there. If he'd have taken a touch and then turned and shot, that surely would have been 1-0 to Everton. Barkley, out wide to Al Abdelawi, back to McCarthy, in there to Sandro. This is good football from Everton. Out wide, Al Abdelawi, Danny Welbeck's made the run down the line. Victor Moses seemed to almost stumble over Danny Welbeck there. Rudiger trying to hold him off. Oh, Chalobah with a great block. Not sure whether Courtois would have saved that. Keepers have been a little bit dodgy recently. That might have snuck in the near post if the young centre-back hadn't stuck a foot out there. Trying to actually catch him on a counter-attack of sorts, so it's not very quick. Trying to get that in there to Michi, but it's a poor pass from Bakayoko. Corner to come in, Schneidlin to whip it from that far side. And whip it he has. Rudiger heads away. Now who's going to get to this first? Looks like it's going to be Jagielka, and is. Baba will try and create one more chance for Everton before the end of the half. And Welbeck could have it into Sandro. Into what? Oh, Barkley, that's a good goal. He's kept, as soon as I got to the man, they'd already just passed it off. Welbeck to Sandro to Barkley, and Everton are going to lead by a goal to nil as we go in at half time. Just couldn't close the man in possession down quickly enough before he was able to pass it off to a teammate. And we're behind. Ball into Welbeck, just close him down, he passes it. Just close Sandro down, he passes it. And Barkley makes a great run through the middle that nobody tracks. We're down by a goal. Drinkwater into Bakayoko. Oh, what is the defender doing? That's terrible positional play. And Kennedy, we've immediately equalised. I have no idea what the defender's doing there. There's absolutely no need to tuck in there whatsoever. There's nobody there. And he's just tucked in, left Kennedy all on his own, and it's a simple finish. I might tweak the fullback positioning sliders a little bit more, because the fullbacks are still making terrible mistakes. I want to actually have a look and see what it actually says in the little description of it. Where are we? Fullback positioning. Increases/decreases how far the team CPU fullbacks will push forward. That's not... So that doesn't actually affect their defensive positioning, does it? So I've upped that, but it doesn't really matter that much. So I'll drop that back down to 50. There isn't really anything to do with CPU stretch to try and keep width for the pitch. Maybe I should up that a little bit, because the centre-backs are tucking in, or sorry, wing-backs are tucking in. I don't know. I'm not sure. Line height, line length, how stretched compact the CPU will keep for the length of the pitch. Line height. None of it really affects the CPU, the fullback positioning, other than that one thing, but that's only for pushing forward. It doesn't actually mention anything about their positioning. I'll leave it where it was, but I'll adjust the other one. We'll see if that changes, because fullbacks just, there's no need for them to keep tucking in like that, but they do keep doing it in so many games. It's just an easy way for me to score a goal. There's the half-time whistle. Sandro. Oh, stop it. Oh, nice little back heel to Schneiderlin into the middle, and I didn't know what to say there. The ball just dropped free and I was just waiting for something to happen. Oh, jeeps, that was so close to Everton taking an immediate lead again at the very beginning of the second half. Hazard, squeeze that to Kennedy. Now the defender's going to close me down, so we'll just cut inside. Nice ball around the corner, and Mitzi would be onside here. I'm trying to tell him to come towards the ball, which he has now done. Hazard's making that run through the middle. Can we find him? Yes, we can, but a good save. But oh, he's going to give a pen. I want to have a look at a replay of that. Michael, why is he talking to Michael Keane? It was the keeper that went in with Kylian Hazard. Did Keane foul Mitzi as he played the ball? No, he was with the... Michael Keane has done nothing there. Well then. Well. I'm not sure about that. Who's got the best pens in the starting lineup? Looks like Victor Moses with 71, so we'll give it to Victor. I don't think that's a pen. I really don't think that's a penalty, but can we get ourselves a goal to go in front? No, we can't. Yes, we can. Kylian Hazard, who won the penalty and should have tucked away the first effort anyway. We do have ourselves a 2-1 lead. Not how I envisaged it actually happening, but we have been able to take the lead. He tucks home into that bottom corner really nicely. 2-1 Chelsea. Musonda through to Michi. Hazard will keep that run going. Oh, we've played him in well. He can't be tracked by the defenders, and he's tucked it away nicely too. Kylian Hazard playing ahead of Pedro in this game. I decided to start the youngster, and turns out he was very much worth that faith. Getting a second goal and our third, and we now lead 3-1 at Goodison Park. It's Michael Keane, pushed forward, slightly wary of my defender's positioning there. I went to close him down, then realised I'd have left someone completely free on this near side. It's a lovely ball over the top, looking for Ashley Williams. Both, or two of their three centre-backs in the 5-back formation, pushing forward into an attacking area now as they look for 2 goals back to get a point from this game. Jagielka down the line to Leighton Baines. Obviously want to stop him from getting a cross in, but I'm going to give them the opportunity to do that from a free kick. And I've actually hurt him there. I'm sorry, Leighton. Oh, he's batting the hand away. He doesn't care that I'm sorry. He's only just come on, actually. Ross Barkley going to go off for Wayne Rooney as well. Drinkwater to try and defend this in the middle. Sandro with the cross is actually away from Drinkwater and into Zappacosta, who picked up a yellow for that tackle, rather unsurprisingly. What minute are we? 87th. Sandro in there to Jagielka. Everybody forward for Everton now. Absolutely everybody in the final third of the pitch. We are going to get this away. And now we have a really good opportunity. If I can... Were you onside? No, Meatsy wasn't onside, I don't think. We are going to play on, though. McCarthy, good ball in. Oh, that turn from Welbeck's brilliant. Chalobah can't get there. 3-2 in the 90th minute. It's that turn, he opened up the face of his body and let it run across him. Completely fooled me there with the defender. I went to nip in to get the ball and just got nowhere near it with Antonio Rudiger. Thankfully, though, Kylian Hazard has scored a brace. And we had a 3-1 lead, not a 2-1 lead. So when the referee blows his final whistle, in a few seconds' time, sooner rather than later, now that I've given the ball away, then we will get all 3 points, ref. If you wouldn't mind doing me a favour now, that would be great. Thank you. Right, 3-1 win here against Everton. Let's head now into the game against Brighton, I think it was. Brighton and then Stoke, wasn't it? Old school 4-4-2 formation for... Oh no, 4-4-1-1, sorry, for Brighton and Hove Albion. Izzy Brown, formerly of Chelsea, at that centre-forward role with Tim Krul in between the sticks. It's an average Brighton side, but we are going to have to be careful. I do have a tendency to concede a lot of goals, don't I? So I'll have to watch my defensive positioning. Kante across to Alonso. I'm going to drill this to Morata and wait for the inevitable Coutinho run. Oh! So close to a 1-0 lead. You just know. I have full confidence that if I play the ball into Morata, Coutinho is going to run off me and try and get into the box and get in behind. It's what happens every single time. So let's see. I'm giving it to Morata, and again, Coutinho's busting a gut, trying to get forward into that area. Get it across to him here. Look through the gap there to Hazard. Then maybe try and drill it across, looking for Coutinho or Morata in the middle, but it's cleared away well by the defender. But Cesc will get it back under control. That was a poor pass actually, but we've still got possession. But that was an even worse pass. Hazard with a tackle. Shrugs away one defender. Morata. Oh, beautifully played. Alvaro Morata. Tim Krul with a save. Perhaps should have taken that an extra pace further on, but never mind. Coutinho caught in possession and Schelotto will clear it. 2 good opportunities now, but unfortunately, no goal. Murphy. Good turn, but Aspi cuts it away from him. Willian forward there to Coutinho. Not really fancy playing that through to Morata in that situation because there's just a lot of yellow shirts around him. We'll use the left back first, actually go back inside. And then there's the Coutinho run, and Coutinho! Oh my lord, what a strike from Felipe Coutinho. He's cut across that, and it's bent away and in towards that top right-hand corner. I was trying, I'll be honest, to go across goal. But that is a ridiculous strike. Can we get a replay from behind, perhaps? Yeah, here you go. Perfect angle for it. Cuts across the ball, and look at the way that bends away from the keeper. Nobody in the world stops that. 1-0 Chelsea. Willian into Azpilicueta. Coutinho through the gap. Oh, nicely done by Alvaro Morata. Cross it to Hazard. They thought I was going to go to Coutinho. Hazard! Good save by Krul. Right, corner to come in from Cesc, as always. And decent delivery. Christensen, I was trying to knock that down to Willian there, but that didn't really go too well, did it? I'll get it back on Alonso's left foot. I'll go short into the middle. I thought about going all the way across the far side. Right, Willian, bend that if you can. Willian, never mind, blocked off Lewis Dunk. Half an hour in, we'll have another corner. Cesc again to deliver. This time go a little bit closer to the edge of the 6-yard box. Purple wins the header, and again it'll come out, but I'll look for Cesc immediately. Get the ball under control. Loop the cross in, and Hazard could be underneath it, but Schelotto is much taller. Kante, Morata, just help it on out wide here to Cesc. Cesc in unfamiliar territory here, because not really used to counter-attacking at pace with Cesc Fabregas. Oh, it's beautifully played around the defender, and Morata finishes it superbly as well. It's the Coutinho and Morata partnership. They're just unstoppable. They just know how to play to each other. Each player knows whether... Oh, he actually got something on that, the keeper. A tiny little touch, I think. This slow-mo replay will show it in closer detail. Or maybe. I can't quite tell there. I think Tim Krul got the slightest of touches, but still into the back of the net it goes. Morata makes it 2-0. But this Coutinho-Morata partnership is something else. Izzy Brown, oh, picked off nicely by Marcos Alonso. Very good interception there. Coutinho will drop the shoulder. We'll go to Hazard. Squeeze that forward there. Morata to Coutinho. It's a good run. Coutinho rushing forward. Don't know where to go though. There's a lot of yellow shirts. Pull that back. It's Kante. It's 3. We got a nice 3-0 win against Swansea recently. And hopefully I can keep a clean sheet here as well. And we'll get a solid victory against Brighton too. Izzy Brown. Nice tackle by Andreas Christensen. Alonso to Kante. May even be Kante's first goal for me, actually. Thinking about it, I'm not sure. See you later, mate. Wow. Morata around the corner to Willian. And, duck inside. And is that 4? No, it's not. Good defending. Coutinho just destroyed the defender there with dribbling. Absolutely left him standing. I'll dink that for Willian, who's onside here. And we'll pull it back. And Azar for... This has been the simplest game that we've had for a while, actually. It's really good football being played here. Chelsea 4, Brighton 0. Gross. Oh, very nearly threaded that through ball brilliantly towards the man on the right-hand side. Not long left between now and the end of the game. Brighton haven't got to endure too much more pressure here before the final whistle will go. And we'll get all 3 points and a clean sheet as well. We did it 2 out of 3 games, lads. Can we go and get a clean sheet against Stoke as well? We'll have to wait and see. Probably not, with it being Stoke. But, wow, I didn't realise I was actually that dominant in that game. Brighton with just the 1 effort in the entire 90 minutes. Yeah, that's the first time that's happened for a while. Complete and utter domination against Brighton, and that telepathic communication or telepathic partnership between Coutinho and Morata being their undoing there. Up next, Stoke City. 5 at the back for Stoke. Soda Berahino up top though, with Hesse and Ramadan Sobhi either side of him. Joe Allen and Ibrahim Afellay actually in a centre mid role. Now Afellay is a very attack-minded player and he's not suited to playing a holding central midfield role, so we might have a little bit of extra luck centrally in this one. But 5 at the back will always be difficult to break down. Corner for Stoke. Afellay takes and Rudiger will head away, but only as far as Joe Allen. Allen gets it back into Ramadan Sobhi. Oh, strike and a half from Ramadan Sobhi off the bar. Very, very nearly. 1-0 Stoke there. Kennedy trying to break away here. We might be able to make it 1-0 Chelsea at the other if I can get some decent support. Mitzi, though, out-muscled by Ryan Shawcross. Very, very physical backline for Stoke. That's a lovely ball into Soda Berahino. They could be in at the other end again. It's all go in this game so far. And thankfully, Luke Shaw, back in the starting lineup for the first time, was able to adjust his sprint there, slow down quickly enough and sort his feet out to be able to clear that. Otherwise, the man at the back post would surely have given Stoke a 1-0 lead, and Joe Allen fires over the bar. This could be quite an entertaining game if it keeps up at this pace. Michi out there to Kennedy. Back to Bakayoko. Across to Zappacosta. Drink water. Squeeze through the gap to Kylian Hazard, who's actually turned brilliantly. Kylian Hazard in the box, gets caught. Penalty. Hazard wins us another penalty. He did so in the first game and he's done so again here. Charlie Musonda rather furious with Bruno Martins Indy there, but he wasn't involved. And he just swiped at his legs and missed the ball completely. I'll let Michi take this one after Victor Moses missed the last. Michi Batshuayi steps up and... Oh, Christ alive. Off the bar, basically that far over the line. Oh, great angle for it as well, providing it doesn't quite drop the wrong side yet. Actually, probably about a foot over the line as it comes down off the bar. I might have to start putting slightly less power on my pens, mightn't I? Bounces up into the roof of the net. Chelsea 1, Stoke City 0 from the penalty spot after 14 minutes. Bakayoko, pull it back to Charlie Musonda, in there to Eden Hazard. Back to Bakayoko, to Kennedy. Playing the ball about well here, but you can see just how many Stoke shirts are back here, all but Soda Berahino in a defensive position. Kylian Hazard will get the shot off. It's well blocked by Ryan Shawcross. They're very difficult to break down here, Stoke. Charlie Musonda with a whip, but we might have to rely on a set piece. But no, that was quite simple actually for Jack Butland. Don't know why I got a little bit overexcited there. Nice ball out wide. Hesse will get there. Luke Shaw trying to close him down here. Hesse's quite quick though, as you can tell. He's turned inside. Lays it into Afellay. Good save by Thibaut. At full stretch there to get that away. Go get rid, please, lads. No, I shouldn't have played that pass for Bakayoko back to Zappacosta this time. Oh, God! I pressed and held X for him to clear that away, and he tried to slide tackle nobody. Oh, Chalobah, you gave me a heart attack. Look round the corner to Michi. Turns on it well, and we'll find Kylian Hazard. I don't know where to go here. Michi looking to make the run. Can we get some sort of telepathic connection between the reserve cam and striker like we can in the first team? Kylian Hazard, I tell you what, he's been turning up recently. He's been performing. Pedro hasn't found a way into the side in the past couple of games because I gave Kylian Hazard the chance in the last one. Played so well I started him here and he's already been influential in the game so far. Could have given us a second goal there, off the bar with 34 minutes played. Bakayoko into Danny Drinkwater. I'll look to Michi first, then flick that there to Kylian Hazard, and we'll let fly with a shot. Needed saving. It was drifting into that bottom corner there. Charlie Musonda will take the corner. It's a good whip, actually. And Rudiger's underneath that. Not far wide at all from Antonio. Hazard, back to Charlie Musonda. Fake Rabona to work the space. That's gone well. Hazard, I'm actually going to have to go backwards here. 10 minutes into the second half. Nothing much has happened yet. I would very much like to extend my lead if I can. But as you can see, there are just so many red and white shirts back here. It's extremely difficult to actually find the space to get a shot off in the first place. So the lead extension might have to either wait or just, quite frankly, not come. But hopefully we can hold on to our 1-0 lead. We are in a habit now of keeping clean sheets recently, so let's do it again here and we will definitely win. Drink water into Bakayoko. Kennedy's made the run. Squeeze it through there to Michi. Pedro's looking to make runs. He's just come off the bench. I'm done. Why? Why is he so good? Pedro rivaling Coutinho's strike from the first game. Or was it the second game? No, it's the second one against Brighton, wasn't it? But still, he's literally just come off the bench and he's immediately involved, and immediately with the first time hit, bangs that top bins. Oh, dearie me, Pedro, you are just too good, aren't you? Keeper stands no chance there. The technique perfect. 2-0. Drink water to Bakayoko, to Pedro, to Michi. Pedro's gone. Pedro's gone. Can he do it again? Oh, I couldn't resist. I could have taken that on and then tried to slot it home, but I just could not resist. With already a 2-goal lead in bag, I felt the need to give that a whack from there and try and replicate his earlier goal. Unfortunately, it wasn't to happen. 20 minutes to go. We could get another opportunity here. Pedro. Michi's onside. Just Michi. Good block by the defender. Is that going to go out for a corner? I don't think anyone's going to get there. It is. It's going to... Oh. It's not going to go out for a corner. Drink water out to Zappacosta. In there to Michi. Around the corner quickly to Ewan Mason. Pull it back. Oh, it will reach Michi. Good save by Butland and cleared away by Santos. Very nearly a third there. We're in great form today. Well, apart from maybe the defensive performance in game number 1. But still, other than the Everton game, I've actually been pretty decent today. This is probably our most successful episode so far with regards to defensive solidarity and goal scoring ability. Because obviously I score a lot of goals in this series. That's been one of the constants throughout. We average almost 3 goals a game, I would have thought by this point. But Michi can't quite get the turn in there, and there's the final whistle. But I think that's good. 2 clean sheets in one episode definitely hasn't happened ever in this FIFA 18 Chelsea career mode so far. So I'm very, very pleased with that. Now we should still be top of the Premier League because we've won all 3 games and we were top anyway. The question is, how far behind are Manchester United as we head into the January transfer window and into the new year in 2018? The answer to that question is 4 points, but they do have a game in hand, so it could still only be the 1. We keep winning games, they keep winning games as well. So I am conceding a lot still, though, aren't I? Look, I've conceded more than anyone all the way down to Spurs in 13th. I've only conceded 1 more than Everton, who are actually in the relegation zone. So I'm conceding a lot of goals, but thankfully we're banging a lot into the back of the net as well. We have a quick train. Kylian Hazard now up to 67 rated. We may even be able to get him up to 68. Ewan Watson... Ewan is Watson, isn't it? Ewan Mason. I don't know where I got Watson from. Ewan Mason up almost to 67 rated now as well. So things going well with the squad. We'll have a squad report after the transfer window. But like I say, central midfield player is where we're going to improve in January. Let me know some suggestions. You'll be seeing this on Friday, I think. I'm actually busy today and tomorrow, so I'll record tomorrow's video, Arsenal and Burton, and then the episode after that, Leicester and Brighton, ahead of time. And then Sunday's episode, no, that would be Saturday and Sunday covered, won't it? So then Monday's episode will be Bournemouth, probably another FA Cup game, and all of the transfer business, because I'm going to have to record ahead. I apologise, it's rather unfortunate timing, but with us going into the transfer window. But these things can't be helped, so we will do the transfer business itself in the final episode, but of course with the new feature with the cutscenes, etc., meaning you can do everything in one day. Doesn't really matter when I do it, so I don't have to wait for responses, etc. So we can throw all of it into that last episode. But I'm going to throw a couple of my own suggestions onto the shortlist in the meantime, and hopefully some of your thoughts will line up with that. We'll just have to wait and see. But for now, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more. I'll see you later.